Hello, viewers. You're welcome to Moment with PJ. I am Udochukwu Kwinuhoma. I'll be your anchor for today's episode. And today's topic is Hollywood marriages, balancing fame and family life. And today we'll be exploring the complexities of Hollywood marriages and uncover strategies that will help celebrity marriages to thrive in the chaos of fame. I have PJ here to help educate us on this very topic. PJ, you're welcome.
Thank you, Queen, for having me.
Sorry, sir, you're welcome. Hollywood marriages, they have this how will I say it now? Unique pressures,
Experiences in their marriages, right?
scrutiny from medias, and so with that, they look out for how to, keep themselves and preserve their relationship, as not to stain
Their personality
outside for people to know what's going on in their marriages. And so, sir, can you please help tell us how they can navigate through these challenges?
Okay, first of all, let us start by appreciating celebrities, right? They are where they are from hard work and sheer providence, all right? You can't take it from them, they pay their dues, okay? But unfortunately, the leader's sin is the leading sin, all right? The leader's attitude is the leading attitude. By that I mean, the thing every common human being will do and get away with it,
Freely.
they may not be able. Why? Because they are at the forefront.
Yes.
And so anything they do speak volume. That alone is a pressure on them. So Nollywood celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, they are actually at the spot. They are being put on the spot. They are at the eyes of the storm. Marriages everywhere in the world have their lows and their high moments. All right? But the media and society has not permitted them to make errors. And so they have zero margin for error.
Okay.
Where you and I can make errors and nobody hear about
Yes.
it, the moment that happens with them, it is not
Skyrockets.
just, it is blown beyond proportion.
Yes.
And so they constantly live in pressure. Because of that, most of them have wrong choices. They don't live their lives because the society carve out for them a life that they should live.
You said they make wrong choices.
Oh, yes.
As regarding,
They're choice of marriages.
okay,
Because if they have gotten to stardom before they are settling down in the choice of partner, certainly they're going to be choosing based on their current status.
okay,
That alone could cause a foundational problem. If they weren't there status-wise, they could manage any random lady or any random guy and build. But because they've made a name for themselves, and so their status defines their choice of marriage. And because they are now marrying by their status, there's a lifestyle that befits their status. They are going to believe in that marriage may not permit. So they are actually on a daily basis sitting on the keg of gunpowder from the watchful eyes of the media.
media. Okay.
It's a big problem for them, yes.
Oh, thank you very much for that explanation. Please, can you tell us again how the secrets actually to successful Hollywood marriages?
Yeah, I think the first mistake they all make is come public with their relationship. There should be a distinct between my career, my private life, and my family life. So they permit their family life to always crisscross with their professional life. Why don't we know some generals and their families, but we know them as generals? They are renowned medical doctors that we hear of. Why don't we know of their wives and their family? That is because they don't bring their family to the fore. Most celebrities across board, they tend to flaunt their spouses. That again, for me, is an error. So they should first of all learn to draw the line between their profession and their family life. Your family life should be private as much as possible. Make it private. Not that you take a cup of water, you're on TikTok. You go to church, you are on Instagram. Your life is now lived out of your home right to the online or to social media. That becomes the undo. And so you are feeding your fans or your followers on a day-to-day basis happenings in your home. When the going is sweet. And when they hit the rock, you have no choice. So even when they want to hide the quarrel in the home that do happens once in a while, the media will come for you. What happened? We've not seen you two for 1 day. We've not seen you for 2 days. Because you have created a standard that on a daily basis, you give them updates of the sweet things happening in your home. Whether sweet or bitter experience, keep your family private as much as you can. And go and check. Most successful marriages within Hollywood are those whose marriages have been kept on a low profile. They learn to differentiate between their profession and their marriage life.
Okay, I'm trying to understand there's a particular point you make,
Okay.
and I'm trying to understand it. Does it mean, as celebrities,
Yeah.
they are not free to go out like every other normal person?
Okay.
As in, if, for instance, they cannot go out with their spouse if they just choose to go to somewhere
Okay.
and
now,
not expecting
going
that people
going
out there
going out
will
with
see
your
and to say
spouse,
something.
Queen, is not a problem.
Okay.
Going out with your spouse and going with the camera is a problem.
Sometimes they don't need to go with cameras. People always have cameras to capture them.
It is different. Going private means you are not the one that is sharing the news. Because you are up there, people look out for you on occasions. All right? There is no way married couples won't go out together.
Okay.
But you are making a very good pepperoni at home. You are telling the world how your husband is standing beside you in the kitchen, help you to slice the onions and all that. We don't need those drama. You are attracting their eyes to your kitchen. It is different from on a Sunday we go visit family. And by chance, they catch us. How many of the social media want to know my route? Only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will see me. Oh, can I have a shot with you? I'm your fan. It ends there. That is different. You can go out with your spouse, but not that you are going out with your spouse. You are announcing, I am my baby
family.
boy.
Okay.
We shall be on the streets. And so you've created
That awareness.
an awareness. And so they're looking up to it.
Okay.
They should learn to be private with their family affairs. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, for that explanation. And now, what are the consequences of failing to balance fame and family life?
Balancing is a key word. It is a key word. And they must learn to balance it. One of them, like I said, is to make the family what it is, private. As much as they can, prioritize family.
Okay.
Okay? Place premium on your family and make it as private as possible. That's one. Number 2, have a good schedule. Have a time for your family. Have a time for your profession. It is called work-life balance. Work-life balance. Because their life is divided into broadly 2 ways. Their work and their life. Their family comes under their life. So there must be that balancing. When it's time for family, it is I, my husband, or my wife, and my children. If it's time for my work, it's me, my PA, my colleague, and all that. The moment I shut down my system, I own my family's time. All right? And I don't crisscross. So they must have a schedule. That, okay, my work starts at 6 a.m. and terminates at 5 a.m. And so everybody close to you will know that this man or this lady is giving this and this time to family. Okay?
So time schedule.
You must have a workable time schedule, which must be communicated to all of your aides.
Yes.
And so your PAs should constantly remind you when it is time to prioritize family. Most of the time, they suffer rejection.
Wow.
Most of the time, the husbands complain because their wives are not there. There's some domestic thing a man will want to see the wife do, but unfortunately, it's not forthcoming.
Okay.
Why? Because there is no balancing. Also, they should prioritize family. They should have the work-life balance. They should have a workable schedule. They should have a plan for private time with their home. Because no one lady wants to be sent packing. No one celebrity is happy when a husband tap out. And so you should give it time. And how do I give it time? Do not take your profession over your family. And don't permit your family to destroy your profession. That is why there is need for balancing. So the third will now be for communication. You must sit down with your husband. You must sit down with your wife and have an effective communication. In fact, the plan in order schedule should be a fallout of an effective communication. Okay. This is who I am by virtue of my status. How can you help me build my home? How can you help me so my profession doesn't suffer? All of that needs to be put in place. So you must prioritize your family by going private. You must have a workable schedule, which must be a product of effective communication. And of course, there must be the place of discipline. Social media can be very tempting.
Extremely.
Extremely tempting.
Yes.
And so you must be disciplined. Listen, they can even call you out when they've not seen drama from you for 1 day or 2 days.
Yes.
So you must be disciplined. You must know what you want for yourself. Because at the end of the day, those you want to please, you call fans, they will be the first to spread your bad news. And
course.
trust me, they can't meet your spouse to beg on your behalf.
Wow, that's a good explanation. Thank you very much, sir. Now, how do celebrity couples maintain their relationship despite intense media scrutiny?
Of course, I'll be repeating it again. Effective communication.
Okay.
They must learn to have a priority. Do I want to be a successful mother, raising my children? Or I want to be a social media personality, leaving my children in the hands of caregivers? Because most of them, their children are being raised by helps and nannies.
Yes.
And in few cases, their grandparents. And so they are not there to inculcate in their children or to instill in them the discipline and the lifestyle, the values and principles they want to see in their children.
Wow.
That's because priority is missing. So they must learn to prioritize. Do I want to be a mother? Because you cannot be a celebrity, social media influencer for long. It has a lifespan. Shalom, greeting in Jesus' precious name.
Amen.